There we go. Hello.
Continue.
Yo, guys. Right then, what have we got next? It is Liquid versus Heroic, I believe.
Indeedy.
Heroic are slaying fools. They're winning their matches. They've got the upsets going for them. They've taken out NIP, and they have taken out North as well. Can they now take out Liquid?
Good tournament, all things considered.
Fifflaren is trying to survive.
I'm so glad the two sickly people are next to each other.
So what?
The two sickly people.
Listen, you
I'm
gave
not
me the
sick.
broccoli.
Got the
I put
Zika
him.
thing.
Oh, I got Zika, yeah. Right there.
Me and Jordan.
You're
Oh my
choking
God.
on a broccoli?
It's the broccoli, man. Sean was trying to give me some fiber. I ate
Too
it.
much.
This is
Too
why.
much.
Went in the other throat.
Was it too much head for you, Robin?
Sponsored
Yeah, it was.
by Emergency.
I think it was just way too healthy. You know,
Strong guy.
but my body's just not used to it.
What is that?
This is the emergency. It's like vitamin C, vitamin D.
I had one of those this morning.
Yeah.
You need one every day at the
Yeah.
events. Placebo boosters.
Placebo boosters.
They're supposed to have
Feels good, man.
It's like
yeah,
a shit ton
1,000
of vitamin C.
milligrams of vitamin D, vitamin
Which is
C.
like an insane amount to begin with, but
Yeah, 1,600% daily.
There are some
value.
supplements where if you just like take too much of them, you just pee out
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
A lot of times with
Yeah,
like
excess.
protein shakes and stuff like that, right? You piss
Vitamin
out
C.
vitamin C.
yeah.
True.
Interesting times.
All
Yeah,
relevant information.
good conversation.
Here. Be on the
So-
summit land.
So we spoke about, well, I spoke about in very brief terms, Heroic and their upsets, but are Liquid currently in a position where a victory is an upset for them, all things considered? They essentially have, what, 3 people in new roles? If you think Nitro is now dedicated all per Steel's just joined the team, which is a new role in itself, and Nafly has joined. I don't know if he's playing roles that he used to play in his old team or if he's a bit of this, bit of that, but that's a lot of changes to have at one time.
Yeah, I think Liquid has looked really shaky so far this tournament. I actually think Heroics looked really good, considering one of the
Yeah,
players
definitely.
knows he's not going to be on the team.
hey, listen, he's had a good tournament so
Yeah.
far as well. So hey, maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't leave. Maybe someone
he
else
doesn't.
leaves.
Maybe someone else. No one's safe.
No one is it.
Those last second changes seem to go well until there's pressure on. So I'm wondering if Heroic's going to start to feel the pressure more. If not, if they keep just YOLOing it, then I could easily see them 2-0ing Liquid right now.
Liquid, I think it's fair to say, I don't know if you go as far as to say that they should look shaky, considering all the changes they've had. It can't be a surprise. In the short term, like, things are going to be difficult, right? While you have to, everything has to settle in gel once again.
It's weird though, because they had their in-game leader that they've been using for a while now at Nitro. They have star players like Elige, Twist, and now they pick up Naf. I mean, like only 2 players don't. Steel was with them for several of those tournaments. He knows their tactics by now, and so really it's just kind of like teach Naf a couple things.
But that's why it's so weird to me, because like if you have 4 players that's been playing
Yeah.
or knows the strats, how do we still see miss smoked, right?
Yeah, that's
Or
what's
miss
really
smokes.
weird to me.
Unless they've changed positions and even then smokes.
Well,
'Cause,
yeah,
like,
we do know Nitro's opping now.
Yeah. Because sure, it's one thing if Naf is the one that's missing the smokes, right? He's new. Everyone else,
Yeah.
there shouldn't be any misses, something like that. I don't know.
Weird,
I don't know.
Really weird.
Yeah, so we look to see what the maps are.
Did we see our Baywatch thing yet?
No, they haven't released it yet.
Weeks.
Yeah, we want to
Yes.
see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it ready? It was supposed to be today, I think.
I thought it was
like
a-
tomorrow,
Oh,
but
boom.
they said we're going to see it in 10 seconds.
Oh.
Everybody grab your popcorn, hold on to your seats.
Boy,
This
I
is
can't
our
wait to see
jam,
my
you know?
midriff.
Everyone start unbuttoning the pants.
Mm-hmm. Already did, Sean. Already did.
Robin.
No,
Hand
I'm
in the
doing
pocket.
this. I'm doing this now because I have a stiffy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fiffy with the stiffy.
Oh, okay. He's trying to find it. All right, fair enough.
We were talking about, we'll probably have to follow this convo up, but we were talking, me and Sean were talking about Liquid. We've watched them for a while, and we felt like even when I was on C9, Liquid always kind of had this feeling, until now, this is the first time, where they had just like better strat books in C9, but still just wouldn't play better.
Yeah. It doesn't really make much sense to me. I also feel a little bit bad. I told James about this. Elise has had a really tough time. I always thought he was like poised to be, like top 3 player in NA. He's always been up there. He's super skilled. He knows how to get kills. He knows how to play with his team, for his team. He's such a good team player. He watches a lot of demos. But Liquid has had so much weird roster turmoil over the last year and a half. Coaches subbing in for majors, new in-game leaders, operas changing. It's just everything's always in turmoil with that team. I feel like they're always playing with a new 5th. There's always some kind of weird thing going on.
They
with
don't
Liquid.
seem to have, they have a core, but it doesn't seem to be, the core like shifts.
Yeah, it's
So
It's really weird. Oh, Matthew does.
Mirage, Train, and Cobblers.
Cobblers.
Interesting. No Inferno.
Mirage, Train, and Cobble. We only see one person in the server, so I think we'll have enough time to watch our beautiful video. So the video is actually denied, and they said they're gonna actually delay it till tomorrow because they need to redo something.
Damn, we got a slow roll.
So apparently there is some moose knuckle exposed.
Yeah.
They
You
had
have
to
to
blur it out.
blur some stuff out.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
We'll
so,
let you guess who that was.
I guess we can talk about some more CS then. Mirage,
I
Train,
was
and
all
Cobble.
ready to eat this crisp as well.
Who do we
Oh,
see?
shit.
Liquid lost to, of course, C9
Mm-hmm.
on Mirage, right? And then
Close game versus Torque that they probably should have lost.
Close game versus Took, they probably should have lost.
Yep.
And then, Heroic. I don't know.
Heroic? Who'd they lose to in the upper bracket?
C9. And,
Heroic? Did?
yep.
Yeah,
after
that was
beating
the first
Nip.
game,
After-
yeah.
Okay, and then they beat Nip and North.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they looked good versus Nip on Train. So if
Yeah.
Heroic looks good on Mirage, they have a chance at 2-0ing this game. Liquid obviously comfortable on Train as well. But if they don't show up here, Madi's been popping domes and essay tag.
Man like Modi.
Don't care.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous.
Yeah.
Matchup
I
for
mean,
Liquid.
I favor Heroic for the series.
I kind of do for some reason. I don't know why.
I just think they're just like a settled team at the moment, and I think the instability that Liquid are recovering from at present might be an issue for them.
Yeah.
But we've seen like the likes of Nitro and Elige put in work when needed. Like we saw that at the major when they had Zeus playing for them.
Yeah.
But now Nitro's on the AWP. I think it's harder for him to be as effective in a less than ideal situation. That said, he got like a 30 bomb on the last game.
Yeah, but that was
So-
the one good game I think he's had so far this tournament. Just thinking sheer stats, right?
Yeah. So I think the Nitro factor will be more difficult to activate, but then maybe Nafla will step up.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Something that I was talking to Fiffy about is we were listening to him and I were just literally sitting there like flies on the wall listening to Liquid after they lost the first map. I was like, shh, don't talk. Let's listen to this. So we're listening to Zeus talk to the team after the loss. Everyone just huddled around listening to him, and he does such a good job of actually really not putting blame without while discussing what went wrong. Not harping on like certain rounds. He just says very generic things about like, this is what we need to do going forward to fix things, and I really like that aspect. I never heard Zeus,
do his thing.
do a speech like that.
Yeah,
I-
that was like nothing.
Yeah.
Completely nothing. Sure, maybe they had like a little small conversation right
Yeah.
before they came outside. But sure, I mean, that's a good mentality to have, right?
Yeah, I
At
told
the,
Robin
at the
I
end
was
of the day.
like, he couldn't have said a better set of
Yeah.
words in that speech.
Yeah, no, everything was great. Like even to the reoccurring issues, like that's why I keep on referencing the miss smokes.
Yeah.
because that was something that he was talking about
Yeah.
yesterday. Of like, listen, if you don't remember it, then just throw something different. Like
Yeah.
if you know that you're smoking CT spawn on Inferno, for example, on B,
Yeah.
and you don't know that smoke. Okay, then just take the gamble, and then when the flash is raining, that you throw the smoke later at least, so at least it goes into the position it's supposed to. Like,
Yeah.
don't stress out about it, because it's better to do that, or rather than just be like, actually, I don't remember the smoke, than
Yeah.
to throw it, thinking it's up there, and then all of a sudden you end up losing like a member or two because the smoke isn't where it's supposed
Yeah,
to be.
it's really easy to be in someone like Zeus's position
Yeah.
and just be like, yeah, Nitro, why'd you miss that smoke?
Yeah.
I don't even know who he's talking to when
Sure.
he says he missed the smoke, but like just point someone out and be like, you shouldn't have done this on round 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. So really liked his approach there.
Yeah,
I saw Elige practicing a CT smoke actually. We've got the game feed just below.
So you're saying
The
Legion's
camera.
guilty.
Ah.
He missed the smoke.
I am saying nothing at all, but practice is always good. There are so many smokes and grenades to learn. It's always good to just like drill them, use it or lose it. Although hopefully, if it's a CT smoke, you use it.
We got a special guest.
Oh, look
Papa
at that.
Stew.
Can we turn this on?
It's on? You're good.
Yes.
So what is the 2K in Stewie 2K?
I'm done.
NBA
You already
2K.
gave me one. I started like almost
you know
choking.
the answer to this, right?
For what?
No.
It's like everyone used to just. All right, I can tell a story. Your whole friends used to play Family Guy names, and he didn't want to just be Stewie because there was already Stewie, obviously from the TV show. So he's like Stewie 2K, like second version, second gen. Stewie
Okay.
2K.
There it is.
I used to play a lot of NBA 2K. That's why I picked 2K.
Yeah, right. Something
I was
like
actually
that.
gonna put 1G.
1G.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is that would have been hilarious if you got big with that as your name.
Stewie 1G.
That's first generation, is that all right?
Mhm.
Yeah. We always have to educate people that
I feel like
Summit
first of
was
his
not
name.
the creator of 1G.
No.
And Summit was actually a jocker of
Yeah.
1G. But then because the actual 1G club stopped doing like scrimmages and
Like
'cause
died at the end of 1.6.
it was like a scrim team in Counter-Strike called 1G, and they brought Summit in at the end, and I think he just repped it for fun, and then on his brand, people started doing the 1G thing, and then he's like, yeah. So even when I asked him now, I was like, do you still rep the name? He's like, no, I don't even put meaning to it.
Yeah, a lot of
don't
people
know."
have no idea actually about the whole club thing in CS 1.6.
I was just about to say
like
that. I actually
IR
missed that a little bit. Because you saw that
IRL,
everywhere,
1G,
yeah.
Gamble Crew. What was the
That's
other
the
one?
G at the end of
One
my name.
hit. One
Back
hit?
in the day,
2K,
basically,
2K.
people would create these clubs, and they would only invite people they liked
Yeah.
or people
The
that
coolest
matched.
dudes.
The coolest dudes. It was literally
The
like
hottest bros.
it was literally like total click social clubs, and
Yeah.
and you would scrim with them in your free time. That was when we didn't have rank S and stuff. It was either 10-mans or scrim with your club,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and it was kind of fun.
No, I missed that. I actually think it was super cool because you had obviously players from different teams as well.
Yeah.
They would be joining these clubs. So, no, I like it. I missed it.
What do you guys think about this match?
For some reason, we feel like Hero could potentially 2-0 him. Like Liquid's a
Yeah.
little sketch. Heroic almost lost a Torque on Mirage this morning, and then Heroic looked pretty good versus Nip. Or Liquid, rather, almost lost to
Yeah.
Torque.
Do we know the maps?
Mirage,
Train, Cobble.
What do you think about JDM no longer being in Liquid?
First answer the prediction, then say that.
Well, for predictions, I think it's gonna be 2-1. It's gonna go all the way, but I'm not sure who. I actually think it's a toss-up, but I actually think Liquid can take this 2-1, just because they probably have this new feel that Naf is on team. It feels good, new vibes, new player, and they know that they. Like Nitro, I know he wants to op. He's actually a pretty good opper, I think, but he's not comfortable enough yet. So maybe the nerves are getting to him, because I actually saw him miss a few easy shots yesterday. So maybe give him some time, and I think he'd be a really good opper. But I think Liquid should take this 2-1.
So in terms of the JDM thing, what was your full question?
Like, what do you must have an opinion on it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know too much. I'm just assuming that they probably had some inter-team turmoil, and they had to. It got to the point where they built up so much resentment that if they talked to each other in the game about their problems, they probably would have took it to a personal level. So it probably just ended up cutting him. But that's just my assumption.
Alrighty then.
Yeah,
Well,
we
we're
don't
into
know.
the pistol rounds, and Liquid
we
are
are.
starting on the T side. They are
Liquid
lining
is-
them up.
Liquid has done this exact pistol, I think, in 3 Mirage games at this tournament. 5.
So what is it? What can we expect?
I think they're going to smoke top connector and jungle, no? Or maybe just stairs, and maybe they're switching up the smokes. Because before they were pushing
Yeah,
jungle.
It's just the right side smokes, it looks like.
They just
and,
go 5A ramp, though.
But that's weird that they wouldn't come out Palace if they're going to smoke right side. And look at this flank already coming in.
Under belt.
Damn, son.
There's no way Liquid wins this round.
This
There's a
is
will and there's a way.
I mean, there's always a way in Counter-Strike.
Nico playing the long game. Oh, he just ran into it. Nitro had no idea where to look. Almost spinning around like he's using a trackball. And there was
That's
pistol
so
round for
crazy.
Heroic.
That's a good bait. I'm gonna be taking that.
And they had a guy up
Yeah,
mid
but you don't want to
flanking.
have your P2000 player be the one guy that's left,
That's true.
right? That was a little bit of a mistake,
that.
even though Nico got 2. He should have been the first guy peeking, have the silence left alive. Worked out anyway.
Now, the round that everyone hates to love, the Deagle round.
How did you feel when Skadoodle shot you in the head through the smoke in library?
Oh, I was actually pretty mad.
You got to respect the shot, man.
It was a nice shot. He had a lineup, he said.
Yeah, it's a pretty good lineup. Like, proof of concept. That's a good
I
start
can
for
see why
Liquid.
that would happen too, because Stu's like, what library? And then Stu missed the quick switch with his knife, and so he's like, I'm going in, but he didn't really, you probably didn't even come
No,
there,
I
right?
actually pulled out my knife and I saw him jiggle, and he went back in, so I had to take out my gun.
No, exactly. We were on your POV. So to Tyler's defense, you probably didn't come that you're like chasing.
No, I did.
Oh,
but
okay.
he-
Tyler, what the fuck?
Tyler said he was just trying to bait
Damn,
for me.
dude. What was his defense?
He tried to bait for me.
All right, fair enough.
It was a nice
It's
shot.
always
He,
hard
uh,
to
he told
criticize
us that he
Dude,
offered
man,
you
everyone does
a gun
this.
after.
Yeah, we lost.
That
one
Halls
after
D.
this.
Dude, Deagles are insane when the bright players use them.
2-on-4. There's a minute on the clock. Do they try and stop the plant? I'm not sure if you can hear it from there. Either way, the bomb's down. There's nobody with
Ooh,
Kevlar.
that's a big nade potential over that
Yes.
firebox.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, spread the love.
Oh.
Marvelous. But they need more.
Ooh.
Okay, Twist. Okay, that's really nice. 4 versus 1 for Nico. He's in the site. How does he get the 1v1s? How does he avoid the trade fraggers? He's going to be running out of bullets as well. Ooh, okay. The transfer. Hello. He's got no kit, though. He's got no kit, so he's got to go for the 10-second. Ooh, I don't know if he's got time. Even if he gets the kill. Yeah, he realizes it.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, at
least
least
they
he's
take
able to
nothing extra.
yeah, maintain that. And
Survives.
what would you say would be a decent play here to be gimmicky on CT side? Maybe like the M4 just like plays up or beat it himself, pop flash at A setup or something.
It's really hard to say in these rounds. I think it's maybe best if they just let the M4 try to bait a teammate and try to trade the frags.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I actually don't like the whole thing of putting, if you only have one rifle, putting that across on the other mob side. Because let's say he does die, right? Then basically, at least if you have one more team member there, maybe he can pick it up. And you have to, at least you put it to use.
I was just thinking Mirage B, since a lot of times, like they're doing right now, they only send one guy, so you can get that kill. But
Yeah, I think on these rounds it's best if you try to pair up with your team and try to bait the pistols and
bait
let
and
the
switch.
M4 try to
Yeah, you let
trade the frag.
off of
but
one
they
of your
force
pistols
spot
and
fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop an SMG.
Even in this scenario, I still think it's good to have an M4 try to bait a pistol.
Maybe
And
hiding on balcony.
If the M4 gets to trade and not lose any HP, it's still a really good round. Still winnable, no matter the scenario.
We'll see. Give me the play-by-play, Jordan.
Liquid walking up connector here. Heroic knows that they could be there, but do they know they're going to actually penetrate the smoke? Yugi, ready. Nitro, also ready. Liquid not in a hurry here, as they just need to do things methodically. Stay aware of the scrim to the smoke there, clearing the Valk. The one caveat here is Snappy. I don't know if he's going to be able to do much, but no one's checking it. Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
You saw a ghost right there. That was a little weird. Not sure
You're
what he
just
saw.
certain they would be planning default.
Yeah, it's weird though. You'd think even if you saw someone, that's kind of the play where the full control, so to speak, the Pasha. Shoot right away. Not really. Why would he even try to fight? Like, I guess because they're gonna converge him anyways. It's hard to tell. You always feel like a god when you're casting because you see everything. Oh, Stewie disappeared. Smoke
Stew's out here,
criminal.
man.
Smoke criminal.
The smoke criminal. Just disappearing into the abyss.
Well,
Yes, well, Jordan.
well.
It's always important to give the benefit of the doubt when you're commentating. You never know quite what people are up to.
Yeah, I think all talent have gotten better at that. I think early on in CS:GO, everyone was focused mostly on just like the hype, and they wanted to vibe with the fans, so they would always be like,
This is not. Oh.
No way. No.
I have never seen that before.
La
I
la
don't
la 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 la
"Your voice is so perfect for that."
la la. Another one.
No.
To go on the point though
La, 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 la,
about the
It is not a mirage; it's real flames.
about the casters with the hype and stuff. One thing that I will say as well, like back in the day, it used to be very common to just have like one play-by-play and one color caster, and the color caster obviously not. He would only be talking during like freeze time or when it's dead time.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at like Henry and Moses, I think does a really good job. If you look at like they've really worked on it, like they can also be play-by-play if they're talking about something and something
Yeah.
really happens. You see them again and again, also like doing that play-by-play plays
Carry.
and getting that as well.
Yeah.
And I love that because you just I feel like it just adds so much to the broadcast when you do have like the two voices, but you also have not only just one does the hypes.
Yeah, well, CS is something that one of the reasons we love it is because all the action's packed into each round, and sometimes while you're talking, stuff pops off, and it's not always as natural to switch who's talking. So it's cool. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. I think a lot of people did, and I was even trying to get tips, and because I wanted to try color commentary, and I think that would be one of my weaknesses as a pro, just not like you watch something and you want to do the play-by-play, but it's the hype sometimes. Like even for me, if I think it's cheese a little bit,
Yeah.
I get more excited just because you're like, yeah, whoa, I agree, Saddlekiss, that was insane. But when I'm playing, I don't know if it's like an ego thing. You're just like, ah, sick shot by this
It's
guy.
Cat Rush? Could be.
Yeah, common smokes. Yeah, I think you're right. B split here.
Ooh, they threw that connector smoke. You see that? What you were talking about?
Oh, did they?
One into the Molotov.
Yeah.
Great teamwork there by S-Tag and Nico to peek 1-2, 1-2, kind of off each other. And Nitro's not too happy.
Between a rock and a hard place. Between a rock and a large security guard.
Ironically, Yugi killed him.
Why is that ironic?
He's like 5 feet tall.
Oh, okay. He's a
I'm
tiny,
one to talk.
He's fun sized.
I for once feel tall. I'm normally the fun size guy.
How can you say that? I am less than a meter away from you.
What? I said I'm normally the fun size guy.
You are the fun sized guy.
Oh yeah, but you don't count. You're an outlier. It's a range we're doing this here.
You don't make the exception the rule, James.
You know, my mother had twisted fallopian tubes, so I'm a miracle baby.
We did not know that.
I was just busting through there, man. I got shit to do, get out of my way.
How much did you weigh, James?
I was
13
massive, man.
pounds.
You remember?
No, but it was just huge.
I was gonna say something. I was just gonna leave it. I think we're gonna have to move away from the subject now. It's getting a little bit
I know.
weird.
Yeah, you know where you're going with that.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like if this was,
I have no idea what you're
if we
going.
would have had a longer day, if this was like 3 more hours, I would definitely say
The funny thing is like you don't know how hilarious that is to me because of something. Well, anyways, I'll tell you.
we just like keep talking about this.
I thought I could say it, but I don't want to say that.
You
on
realize
air.
this is like maybe not.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Slippery slope.
Long range kill from Twist. He needs to recover the bomb. He's got 40 seconds of which to do it. And he's got the man advantage. Oh, the timing is absolutely brutal, but maybe there's a chance for S-Tag if he makes his way through the cap position. However, they'll be looking for him. They will try to flush him out.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Oh,
That's
and there's
sick.
another one.
That was actually really sick.
These guys, these Molotovs not really working out for Heroic at the moment.
Yeah, good start for Liquid. Maybe this is what they need. They just need to play
Burn
2 best
people.
of 3s a day.
Molotov. A guy
Mollies, get in the groove, you know.
So many people are tilted because I didn't finish my thought. Ironically, that's why I think Fifflaren, because it has to do with your significant other making literally a similar joke, and I was like, that is 2 peas in a pod. I was like, it was so funny. But since it was not my joke.
Listen, we can do it offline.
Yeah.
You can tell me about it.
Campfire stories.
And who knows? If we remember tomorrow, maybe we'll tell.
I have actually recorded documentation of what I'm talking about. So
Oh,
I'll be
wow.
able to show you, yeah.
Damn, you, the
Such
whole
a
thing,
tease.
the whole mile.
As a tease.
Are you still talking about me?
No, I'm just saying more things that's pissing off chat because we're talking about like an inside circle thing and everyone's really bothered that we're not talking about the game. So I'm gonna keep doing it.
Damn.
Anyways, today I ate sausage, sunny side up eggs, and hash browns for breakfast.
You didn't reach
That's
out
all.
during
Did you
the
order it to your
broadcast.
room again?
What's up?
You order it to your room again?
Yeah, you have the little thing
Yeah,
on the
twice
card.
now. I gotta remember tomorrow.
It's so clutch. You do the thing. The
Yeah,
peek for
I
the people in
gotta
chat.
remember that because it's in the room, right?
Yeah, hang it on the door and you just say what time
do that.
slot you want them
Yeah.
to bring it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just beautiful.
You have to hang it before midnight.
Yep.
So I'm gonna walk around at quarter to midnight and just like quadruple the order
yeah.
on your doors.
Yeah, couldn't you technically, because you just put it on the door, right? Couldn't
want-
you technically troll a lot of people and
Yeah.
just be like, aha, he doesn't want 1 egg.
Just order
he's gonna
12
want
fried
10
eggs.
now. Just add like an extra 0.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right? They come
Well-
up.
Well, no, the check boxes are where the time is, so you just check it. But you could definitely mess with some people, or just take it away.
Oh my god, imagine how a substitute you would be, just expecting breakfast. It doesn't show up.
Be better though if you just change it
Definitely.
with your own one and just be like, I
Definitely
don't
doing
know,
that to Jordan.
I'm gonna say my room number is.
The awareness.
3
James.
pots of coffee.
Yeah, that was insane.
And
Actually, that
12
was a
eggs.
great peak, but still.
That is a nice
Some
one.
amazing awareness.
Can they capitalize on it though? They're still around to play for. The bomb's moving towards A. There are already 2 players there. What will they do with the mid position? Alicia's backing off now. They've got the man advantage, so doesn't look like they'll even have a lurker. It's just going to be 5 people bursting into A from Palace and Ramp. Now Fly creeping around the corner of the smoke. But Nitro will go first and just take one for the team. And that's the bomb spotted as well. He was carrying the bomb, which means they know what's up, which means full rotation. So they've got to get some advantages now. But Heroic are fighting back. Full information, full rotation, spray downs. And Steel and Elige are left with very little health indeed. 12 HP now. It was looking so good for Liquid. Now it looks absolutely terrible, but it's still time for Steel to do something here, but he's running away. He might get peeked from S-Tag around CPL position. So what is he going for? What's the play here? The play is to get shot in the face through a box by Yugi.
Yeah. That was nice. Madi's looking really solid with the rifles this event, S-Tag as well, but Liquid, regardless of their lack of success right there, are pretty happy so far getting 5 rounds in the first.
It was weird. They had a man advantage, though. Nitro walked up ramp, died through a smoke, and then after that they flashed over the ramp. Must have been like a weird miscommunication.
It's used out of the chair. Countdown has begun. Man like Modi with the 180. Oh, he's good to...
oh, he's looking through the crack of the box.
Oh, boy.
Holy.
I have never seen somebody get killed like that before.
I knew it was possible, but yeah, I've never seen that happen before either.
That's pretty awesome.
It's a catwalk.
Yeah, you said who did it on the clutch? Snacks, right? Where the guy was jungle.
Yeah,
next to it.
Never seen a catwalk kill up.
Oh, Yugi's not too far off. He's got a lot of targets as well. But they make it up to short very quickly indeed. A very super fast B split. There is a gap through the smoke though.
So dangerous coming up cat like that. Even if you have so many smokes, it's so easy for the connector guy to shoot down that line. Elige actually gets the kill, which is ironic because the day before, Elige was the one to get a triple kill through that smoke, right? As the CT, so we'll see what Liquid tries to do now in a 4v5 with the ladder control. 5v4 rather, with the ladder control.
This is like some crazy cowboy standoff. Because Liquid must know that Heroic know what they're up to.
Yeah, I'm surprised this guy A ramp hasn't like fully pushed through based on the comments of his teammates in a 5v4.
Yeah. So Liquid are trying to perhaps establish what is possible now. Twist just checking for a flank. Oh, Nico. So be careful with his bullets. The trades are there. Continue. S-Tag. The bomb. But he'll get traded. This is turning into absolute carnage now. The Molotov will obscure the... Oh, that's the most bizarre gap. It's really hard to look through a Molotov with a AWP apart from this particular situation, but it won't yield anything. No one's giving it up. 2 versus 3. Yugi and Modi. Last man coming through the short position. Nobody's showing towards the door. Oh, he spots the foot. Oh, damn. That's really curious.
It's a CSGO frag.
Yeah, that was confusing.
He was never going to... Well... unlikely to get the kill. Actually, if you have a player standing in sandwich on A and you're on the ramp with an AWP, the Tetris blocks are actually on a wooden pallet, so you can see through the gap. And unless someone's standing deep in the corner, you can shoot them in the foot. But you're not going to kill them, obviously.
Just a little tap.
There we go.
I do like that fact that little gap is there. Not many people know that.
Yeah, the little wood thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an overpass sandbag. I always saw you like looking through that little pallet on like short B. Like as a CT, you don't know if there's a guy behind the sandbag.
Oh yeah.
There's that little gap
You
underneath.
can do the same on train, right? On the bomb side. Below.
Bomb train?
The bomb train itself?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of on the front lip and the back lip, yeah.
You can actually shoot under the bomb train.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
kill the
shooting in
planet,
terms
You
yeah.
can
Yep,
throw
the
nades
black-
under there.
Yeah.
I wonder if a lot of people know that. So the darkness under the train outside is fully hollow.
Yeah.
So when they're planning, I mean, I think at this point you've seen people do it,
Yeah.
but for a little while it was
Yeah, we have
pretty-
seen, even in professional
I
games,
think
we have
Stu
seen
got
people
a
do it.
kill through there once, right?
Yeah. I've seen Fallen again and again, at least getting the leg shots.
Yeah.
Three to 6. Heroic with bombs on their CT side. Yugi can't land a second shot there. It's always annoying when you do like 90 and 2 shots with a deagle. Where is Snappy?
2 low players, but Snappy gonna have to deal with a lot of distance here when he comes around the catwalk, assuming he continues on his path. And he's not going to, opting to grab the AK, save the money, and not even try for any exits, just get a little pillowing for the rest of the round.
Rough CT half so far.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the rounds that they've won, right, they haven't been able to string 2 rounds together, so it's just constant eco.
Yeah, even the pistol. I do wonder. I think it was Stewie when he was here who said that
wow.
Nitro
Still alive.
needed a bit more confidence on the AWP or maybe / experience. But I think Mirage could go two ways. Could be a difficult one to up on the CT side in the current situation. I don't know. I was curious to see, but I'll have to wait a little while for that.
Under save. We're gonna have to see as well here because so the weapon rounds that Heroic have had, or rather actually have at least some guns, haven't necessarily seen do a whole lot with mid, right?
Yeah, they keep getting
Liquid
instantly
putting a lot of pressure
reset.
there.
They're in a really weird scenario.
Yeah.
We've seen so many saves out of Heroic this
Yeah.
game.
No, that's why they showcase like the 3
Yeah.
rounds they won is like pistol round, lose eco,
Yeah.
and then double save, win one or something, and then lose again. Just constantly getting reset.
Well, Heroic just saw that only Elige was doing a mid control by himself fast, which normally lends you to believe something on the extremities is about to follow. But Steel here had an opportunity, but is now spotted. And Naf goes down, so Yugi's...
Oh, that was a great nade, actually. Turned out to be a great nade.
This is a really frustrating round probably for Liquid, seeing as they had a decent plan, but at every turn
Steel looks like he's trying to roll to the B site, though. If he can get control of the B site,
they could win the 2v4
yeah,
for sure.
they can definitely win the 2v4 at that point. But as he tags rotating over.
He only has USB though. This is actually still looking pretty good for Liquid.
He's just going to
Full
hide behind the
HP.
bench. That's what he's doing right now.
He's got Snappy in market now.
Oh, yeah. I think Easy Tag shuts us down.
Ooh, it's getting awkward though for Snappy.
Oh.
Uh-oh, that's a problem. It's a long rotation for the other two. But surely he can take out one player. Oh, there it is. You can wallbang that bench position. You don't really see it get sprayed down very often these days. Still, difficult spot.
Tossed him the Jordan, nothing Gilbert jiggle peek right there. And teammate finished him off.
Is that the...
Show him the ankle.
Showing a bit of waste.
Oh, yeah, exactly. There you go. I'll take credit.
What's the best way for somebody at home to jiggle peek? What information can we give to them?
You don't have to see someone for them to see you.
You don't have to see him, and it's how the closer you are to the wall, obviously, the faster you're gonna be able to do a jiggle peek. So the easier it is gonna be able to tell. It's harder the farther you are from the wall, especially versus an opera. You really got to be close on that edge because they're obviously waiting for a pin. Watch some swag demos. He's the master at doing it.
Yeah, and typically, like when you do start jiggle peeking and you know they see you, if you wide swing, they're bringing their crosshair closer to the corner.
Yep, that's the Brax.
Yeah.
You give them the tight jiggle versus a rifle, and then right after you know they probably spotted you, you give them a wide swing, and it kind of messes up their crosshair in a very subtle way. That makes them have to correct after they commit.
Boom. There we go.
Naf with the molly that is not consistent. I have a better one. Hit me up after the game.
Why you gotta blow him up like that?
Just felt like...
I like just dropping some fire. 2 versus 5. Still needs to get a 2k here at the very least, but he can't. Minimal damage done as Heroic and Liquid fight for the dying rounds of the first half. Heroic finally getting some rounds on the board, and all of a sudden they've got some money.
On the real though, I do want to know that Molotov you're talking about.
Yeah, you know the spot where you throw the
The CT spawn smoke.
CT spawn
Yeah.
smoke, right?
Up against the box.
Yeah, so you just look down in the corner, there's a little brown circle on the corner of the box, and you just aim at it and do the jump throw, and it lands on the right tip of the box and spreads from
Yeah.
all of Toll Booth, and it actually covers a little bit of the entrance to the site, so you kind of got to get tagged briefly if you want to run through it.
Noise.
It's pretty noise. I think Valens showed us that one, or his brother maybe.
I didn't know Balance had a brother. Does he
Yeah.
play?
For Carbine, kind of plays. They were both Google plays, but better than the rest of us.
Fair.
I'm waiting for the time where we just get a fight behind us. Just like, whoa! Pause the game, hit the live stream. Angles 1, 3, and 4.
That's tomorrow. We're gonna start swinging.
Too much love going around in fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are too nice nowadays.
The scene, yeah.
You know?
want some anger?
It would be nice.
Everyone has to be too professional.
1.6 Southern California land days.
We need some more dickheads. Or people who are just popping off. Like that's one of the reasons why I'm really sad about the whole KNG debacle. I'm not saying he's a dickhead, but I mean, people who are just willing to give it. But we'll get back into that when there's some downtime. The 5 AKs of Team Liquid moving through the middle area. Well, 4 of those. The bomb is rotating off the mid position, it looks like, I want to say. Or is it? I'm not quite sure what they're doing at the moment. He's moving up the short position now. Snappy's trying to hold things down, looking for another 2K, and he will deliver. And Yugi hitting the corner of the wall, but he can't get the 2K himself. 3 versus 2 though, looking okay for the CT side. S-Tag on short with the AWP, I think, or is it the underpass? Either way, 1 CT spotted in the CT position, and Liquid are trying to move quickly before they reposition. 2 CTs in CT now. Where can the bomb get planted? Cover, desperate cover from Nafly. As Nitro gets the bomb down, he'll move into a post-plant position. But the CT's got it all to do now. 2 lasers and Modi on the M4. Nitro fighting for that jungle position. We could have Fallen saying that jungle could be a dangerous place for the retake earlier on. Nobody in position for that though, but maybe he can flank S-Tag. Nafly spotting for information, not really committing to the fight just yet. Can he activate Nitro though? They're wondering where the trade fragger is, and down goes Nafly. Nitro with an angle on the bomb, but can he stay alive here? Doesn't blast someone so close, pulls out the gun, but it's too late. S-Tag takes him down, and there is a defuse.
Nice retake there by Heroic. What do you think about S-Tag allowing that plant to go down? Just wondering, do you think that was the right
Was
play?
he the under window guy?
Yeah. Do you think he should have challenged or no? I think it could have gone either way.
I think if his team's ready to swing, I think you guys are going to peak connector ready to swing. Totally
It looked
viable.
like they were ready to swing. That's why I thought he was just going to take the fight and they were just going to instantly.
Yeah, I think it's
crush that
actually
plant.
pretty good because if you think about it, the only way that they really are visible to the spawn guys is if planted front triple.
Yeah.
But then you're so close that the trade should be quick.
Ooh, I love pushes up mid. But what do you do when you don't see anybody there? What is the information?
No, but
you
this is
can
great. You
glean
can just
from
stay here as well. You don't even have to do anything. As long as you're up there, if someone even moves in T-spawn, you just hear it.
Now he's going for the flank. Could make the short play, but I don't know how many people that were seen in the apartments. But the push is coming in, or they're trying to. They're still contained in the apartments for the most part, and that is a problem for the T side. That smoke, maybe they get the bomb down for the short plant, which would give them high ground advantage, but they don't have the high ground anymore. In fact, Snappy does 3-on-3. Elige and Nitro heavily tagged. Molotov's being deployed by the T side. Oh, Snappy's being spotted now. Doesn't get anything out of that situation. Mordi and Yugi left, both in the market position. How do they get out of here? No one really to secure the door for them, which is smoked off for the time being. There's one flash, there's a second one, and Modi will go out with it, looking in a close corner. Now he's alone versus 3. There's one player shot down. He can't transfer onto the third though, and that's Liquid taking a thin lead into half number 2.
Did we see Nitro op at all that half? Or did they just go with 5 rifles? I can't recall.
I saw an op here and there, like on the HUD, but I
don't
see
think it
any.
was a priority.
Yeah, I really don't. It didn't seem like a priority.
Yeah, there's a few teams who don't always. I want to say North is one team who in the past would go like 5 AKs on a lot of T rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
On
say there are
Mirage as
maps
I
where
don't
you're
think it's
like
a
you don't
problem.
need an op.
No, you don't. You can set like, you can basically dictate the distances and where you want to fight.
Yeah,
If you're taking
no, exactly. Like, that's why like when people put so much emphasis on, oh, they have an op, we have to have an op, like we can't win otherwise. But it's like, well, as soon as you get the information on where he plays, yeah, sure, maybe it's an additional flashbang, or maybe like you have to take it a little bit slower. But normally when you're hitting sites, 5 AKs is actually way better.
Some chit chat before we move into the second half. This is the first map of this best of 3 series. Liquid in good spirits. Nitro's a nice guy.
He is indeed. Louisiana brethren.
If I remember correctly, I think he told me this week that because at the major we were talking about his keyboard, I think Elige changed the keycaps on his keyboard. Maybe he wanted some attention as well. I have to go up and have a look at some point. Anyway, here we go. Heroic on the T side now. And they will also have 2 people on grenades, as Liquid did on their T side. Smoke, HE grenade, and flashbangs. HE grenades on the T side of Mirage. I'm very curious to see where these will go.
Oh, they're definitely needing ticket here. They must have a read that Twist always plays ticket, so they're going to double nade it.
That lineup is, I want to say it's for jungle, but I wonder if it's jungle and connector. No, it's just for connector, in fact.
Jungle and top connector, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Right.
there we go. 2 separate ones. So there is ticket booth grenades, the granates, as they used to say in Day of Defeat, but Nafly was by triple, nobody in CT on this occasion. Team Liquid moving in now, and there's the jungle conundrum. How do you crawl through this space?
He's like playing this perfectly. You don't want to overcommit there. Wait for the rotate.
Oh, that's going to be a bait though! S-tag! Oh, he even cleans up, well, doesn't clean up the last one. 2-on-2 now. I don't know if there was a kit, I think there might have been on the CT players, but I don't know where it is now. I wish it was on the, came up on a big map. There it is, Steel's picked it up now. Touching the bomb, drawing out the players. No one's looking towards Palace though, at least looking towards ramp where Nico is. This is going to be a hard one for Team Liquid. Got to find a head. Modi taken down. There's a deep duel for Elige.
That was
Man like
such a
Elige, StarCraft aim.
Excellent reposition there in the sandwich. Single off the guy Palace, then swing. The guy ran.
That was a really hard one to...
Yeah, that was really impressive. That
It was Trey
They won
difficile. Yeah, I thought they were done for. Boom. Yeah, I wish that when an observer pulled up the big map, it would show where a defuse kit was.
Oh, true. That would be
Because,
really cool.
yeah, I mean, that's like something that commentators can communicate
Yeah,
to the audience.
I would also like that.
Yeah. Even if it's just a big map, not a small one, but whatever. Hopefully it's on that long list somewhere. That was quick.
Full eco. Did he get the bomb down?
No. It was a very quick round. So quick you
Yeah.
didn't even see it.
You just want to, you know, get done with it. You just want the guns, James.
That sounded so satisfying, that last kill. I love the USP sound in this game. It's pretty damn good. Wow, look at this buy from Team Liquid. This buy sucks.
It's a throwaway around, man. It's just free.
Deep smoke, but S-Tag's going to walk through it. He's a non-believer. Or is he? He's kind of like halfway through it or something.
Oh.
Ooh.
Too many man for Nafly to deal with.
It's interesting that they would throw a deep upper B smoke and he would push underpass though, because where else would you look if you're not in front of that smoke?
Yeah, you're just waiting.
Yeah, you'd have to be waiting right there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a weird theory.
No, actually, you're right. You should have waited at first.
Yeah.
NIP have had some really cool CT, almost app splits on Mirage. Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, not second one. He deserved it. He deserved it. 3-on-3. There's a long rotation for one of these CT players, but Elige's charging through. He's forcing his way through the door. That might create space for his teammate to follow him. To his doom, apparently. That leaves Twist with the French gun, 27 HP. 2 players to find. Don't know where he's coming from, but they will know what position he plays, so that might give them a good idea. The grenade will telegraph his plays now. There should be space to stand around anyway and not show, but Modi's not afraid to take the duel. Win. Lige just going for it. Such an important area to hold though if he doesn't go down there for his teams to rotate in. Sometimes, like if there's a CT on bench and there's a play into B, they'll drop a smoke to make it easier for their teammates to rotate in via the door position.
So Yugi has a dig this round.
Yeah, opted for utility.
That's like going deep pretty early, man. Taking gambles, and he dared. He lost a big green gun. Liquid short on grenades. Sometimes there are situations to use a HE to send a gun your way. Oh, they're just going mad aggressive.
God.
So far, so good. Twist continuing to charge up. Didn't know Yugi's here. Oh, boy.
Whoa.
He's had quite enough of that. Well, that's one way to... that's kind of cool.
You don't really see that very often.
No, I was
No.
going to say, because obviously they know that there's at least 2 up mid.
Yeah.
They still take that. Yeah, the nade, flash over, still takes that fight. That's ballsy. I mean, I love that, actually.
Yeah,
because
I
we
really
don't
like
see
that
that
too.
a whole lot. Because I do feel like Heroic did overextend a little bit, because once you do have mid, if you don't have one guy down there, there's no smokes down.
Yeah.
Like, you either have to push a little bit.
It's cool because
Also-
they have like nothing, and I think you can see that they have a read that they've got to create action.
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
if that's like some kind of read Liquid has, because typically when you watch Mirage teams that are really good, like SK or FaZe, they don't send 3 people behind the box.
Yeah.
There's a guy holding to the left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then two may go out to the box.
Yeah, they
One-
go box first, and then you have
Yeah.
one guy going swinging, leading even further
Yeah.
to watch cats, and you still
Exactly.
have one guy on the box. But they got you completely stuck there, like
yeah,
3.
they got stuck all behind the box, which worked out really well for Liquid right there.
Nice.
That was really cool to see.
Mhm.
And that's just smashed the money for Heroic. So that could be a stabilizing round for Liquid, and they need that stabilization because you can see they don't got to cash. They do have, though, 3 AK-47s. Liege of an AK, not a good situation if you're the opponent. Nitro as well, even though he's the sniper now. Pretty dab hand with an AK. He was, I thought he was so good in the major that I put a Nitro sticker on my AK-47.
Respect.
Rumor has it does plus 10 damage now. There's a spot from Steel. Can he get the Molotov out fast enough? Some players will be ahead of it, but he can't get any kills. That's a problem. SMG collected by the T side now, and that's why he's got to use his gun wisely. He manages to do that. The flash will allow the bomb to go down, but I think it's crisis averted. And there is a cleanup. Only 1 player lost. All good in the hood, if Liquid is your hood. Where is your hood, seangares?
My hood?
Yeah.
I rep Orange County.
Boom. Let's go.
No.
North Carolina.
Wait, North Carolina?
North Carolina is your hood?
Chance.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever even been to North Carolina.
Straight gangsta.
What a beautiful delivery. Right then, the 3 AKs continue. 8 AKs on the screen at the moment. No snipers just yet in round 21.
By the way, Sean, you can do the same thing on this map with the bomb. We were talking about like having the bomb holder just running somewhere and die, and then you like have rotate. Have him like rush mid here, you know?
Man, I really want some team to bust that out.
Yeah, drop from apps and B halls.
I don't think anyone has the balls to do that.
No,
though.
I definitely gamble, right? But try it sometime.
Maybe when James is on the stream team, we'll send him
Possibly,
out there with
yeah.
the bomb.
Pistol
Dude,
round.
I'll go anywhere with the bomb.
We'll test it out with you. I'll go anywhere.
Man, that show match. Yankees got that fancy 3K or 4K because Isaac ran through CT spawn with the bomb on cash.
Man, this
Mate.
haunts you.
It made me sad inside. 1 minute mark and Heroic are fighting for control around Connector, and that quickly changes things. Nitro's position though, can he use Nafly for bait? Maybe not, because the Molotov stops his position. That's the bomb taken down for the time being, but he's got his support. Oh, Nafly manages to come back. Ooh. This is what I'm talking about. Nitro and an AK, man. He's a beast.
Damn. That was a really good hold by Nitro.
Quickly changing situation. It's kept Heroic honest, and Liquid, they're making
Running
plays
away
for
with
this game.
Mm-hmm.
Making plays for game numero uno. Okay, so Heroic are on the eco. They've got 5 smoke grenades. And they're slowly buying some CZs as well. And some P250s. 5 smoke grenades. So what is the play here?
Double fake plant A.
Moving underpass. But Twist is moving up mid. Can Liquid move quickly enough though? Oh, well, they just got a whole position here. This will be interesting. They've got control of Connector though. They're already starting to move in as the smokes go down. So there are the initial smokes. Twist will see that there's a potential split. Oh, S-Tag with the trade! The bomb though is moving away from A. So this is the first part of the plan underway. What's next now for the T side? That's kind of a question for you guys, but never mind. Ignore it. So it's all gone wrong for Heroic, but it was kind of supposed to. Their odds were slim at best.
I was gonna say absolutely nothing, James.
Yeah.
It's game
Didn't
over
really
at that
look-
point.
Didn't look very good
So
for
it's
them.
supposed to be Bud looks with 3 underground smokes on A. A split possibly. Running up connector.
Man, Existence had a half buy strat on the B bomb side, which I only saw once, and I've never seen it since. And it really makes me sad. I can't quite remember what it was.
Was it good?
It was awesome, yeah. It was cool, man.
You know what my
Back in the-
favorite existence strat was?
What?
They threw a lurk smoke, A ramp, Mirage. Everyone on the team got behind this lurk smoke. They had one guy Palace actually, and they mollied out everywhere in the A site. So behind this lurk smoke A ramp, they mollied like default, under balk, triple, CT spawn, and maybe jungle or sandwich.
Is the lurk smoke the one that you stand on ramp and bounce it off the wall and it goes between triple and shadow, kind of?
It goes between like Tetris and.
I mean Tetris, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Or you block it off so you can't get shot from CT spawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can jump on the bricks and kind of see. Over
I remember that strat actually.
It's pretty nuts.
It's so funny because I feel like it's always the French that come up with this because they also had like a full molly round on cash. Whereas like obviously if you have one guy that does not have a molly, it just doesn't work. The whole cache A bomb would just be completely Molotov off.
Yeah, but then that kind of, when people got wind of that, they started just boosting over when they didn't hear anything.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, like I said, they had to have 5, I think, in A main.
Yeah.
For this round, so it's just like, well, it's kind of quiet here now.
Nothing is going on anywhere.
Yeah. Map point. Team Liquid. Very solid map for them, I'd say.
Indeed. It's been really impressive so far.
It's just never felt to me that Heroic has ever had any kind of economy.
Yeah, I don't think Liquid
Even on
really
this T side.
felt threatened of losing control of this match ever.
I was wondering where he went because it was like he's been gone for a while.
He's like, screw you guys.
I've been needing to use the bathroom for.
He's literally just like, I'm out. Didn't say anything.
Left, you know. He's gonna have to come back here.
Well, you think Yugi might have been going for an early pick attempt with the scout? Oh! Hello.
One.
He got a dink as well, so you know somebody's there. Although, I mean, it's apartments and there's a minute 20 on the clock, so how valuable is that information? Bomb is, well, Heroic are pretty static at the moment, but 2 people towards A would suggest an eventual A play. From the T side, Snappy slowly edging away. Is he going to throw the bomb to someone? Because, I mean, how likely he could get killed by a flashbang at this point, I think. I can't remember like what the armor has to do with that, but okay, Nico's got a bomb now. Marvelous. Line him up. So Yugi, is this a versus pro strat where they plant the bomb on triple for short? And once the rotation comes in, Yugi goes towards short with the scout. Let's have a butcher's hook. Modi quickly making his way into connector, and the bomb is going to get planted. Nitro picked off, and so far so good for Heroic. And we see Yugi, I think he's making his way towards Cat. I know he's just still waiting because his whole team are alive, so why make that play? Nafly he might realize what's going on, but now he's the last man standing. Yugi doesn't really need to do anything. I think Nafly, I think they realized what the play was.
That strat was really sick, actually.
I actually think we saw Torqued yesterday do the exact same strat.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
That was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they not bust that out earlier?
Saving it.
Saving it for the little 15-8er.
A lot of teams use that one now. It's pretty cool. It's nice to see Modi charging through connector though.
Was that a T-smoke in the center of connector though?
Yes.
Like, did Yugi throw that from B apps?
Possibly.
That would be like a nice addition, because that's what made Modi. I don't know. Like Modi's goal was to fight connector right there, and that smoke helps him a lot.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, maybe we don't see it when it's observed all the time, but I haven't seen somebody in that strat charge into connector like that before. So it might be a Heroic twist to the VP strat. Oh, that is perfect.
And that one's not.
And then because he starts shooting, he also knows that.
Oh, that bomb's not in the most ideal place, but see, Snappy probably have to go for it at some point. I was thinking while the smoke's up, but who knows what's behind the box. There we go. So, will he feel trapped? He doesn't know what lies in connector if he tries to escape
the barrel,
boxes.
right?
Interesting. So there were 3 people over towards B, but because...
There we go.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. Doing some maths in his head. Adding up all the damage. So Elige, I don't know if he can hear Yugi running around. But he knows where smoke's not coming from the Palace position. Oh, his teammates flashed him in. It's a great first kill. Getting tagged through the box though. He won't be able to take Modi out, but Nafly will, leaving Snappy alone against map point. Not going to be easy. Picking up the AWP now. Trying to deliver some serious blows. There are smokes down by the CT side, and he will use those to get the bomb down. The tag's coming through. He has no idea that CT is safe. He's got to gamble though. Got to be careful about the stairs by Connector, but the smoke is still up for the time being. So how does he deal with this? Still, he has no idea that all 3 players are everywhere other than CT. Oh, some wild pre-fires. Now he gets kind of weird. Straight in the face. Has he got it for the last kill? Oh, that was so close! You feel like he deserved it, but it wasn't to be. Liquid.
I was going to say, that's such a... I mean, normally you would want to even be further down in CT spawn, because at least you can get away, like Jugo Peek and just get shots. There, you're just completely stuck.
Yeah.
Like, after that, he gets the first initial kill, like, the reload time.
Yeah.
That was super close.
I actually think that was maybe the best map we've seen out of Liquid. No, the second map in that first series was probably the best.
No, even the they also had the day one second map on that was on Cobblestone, right?
Yeah.
Like a 16-3.
It was really dominant.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
Oh, and I totally forgot about that as well, because that's our third map if we watch that today.
This one though, I feel like 7 out of 10 times that lands.
Yeah, I think for this first map, I think Liquid had, just in terms of just sheer economy, just everything going for them.
Yeah.
I don't think they were ever really sweating bullets. Maybe a few ecos, but just the fact that it didn't really get reset too much. Had a lot of utility, even have like certain throwaway rounds where we have enough money we can buy next round anyway.
What happened was they lost the opening pistol but won the second round, right?
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, so Heroic won pistol, and then they end up losing eco, lose the next 3, or even 4, win 1, lose again for 1-2 rounds, obviously because you double saving, win again, and then, so I think for Heroic, the first 10 rounds, the 3 rounds that they won was never connected to one another, so it's just straight, just 7 rounds of eco, almost. Insane.
Well, there it is. So,
welcome back, Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into an enthralling conversation. My stomach was hurting a little bit, and then it felt
Listen,
better.
Dave showed you on the cam. You had
were
no
literally
conversation.
getting a massage.
Yeah, it was. You didn't see the rest of the people?
No, there was no one there. It was just you.
That was a
You
good
by
shot.
yourself.
No, I saw the shot of it. No, I was sitting there talking with the Liquid and C9 guys,
That's
the
cool.
management.
Well then, Train's going to be the next map. That's coming up after the break. I'm going to eat these potato chips since we are in America, because we call them crisps. We'll see you back here in a few minutos.
Cool.
Eventually.